Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming and Watch Dogs Legion. So having made a number of videos about this game already, I just had a thought about various things it would be helpful to know as a general in-game thing before you played. Some of them I may have covered in bits of other videos while I was doing missions, but some of them I probably haven't, so I thought let's just sort of throw them all into one video. There'll probably be two parts to this. Maybe more, it depends how long it takes. But anyway, so one of the first things, here we are in London. Actually, this is very similar to the weather in London today. It's kind of sort of sunny. And one of the things you can do, which is very useful in missions and in general, is you see these points. They look like that always. They're kind of jutting out platforms in the air, and if you click on it, it will say call cargo drone. Now what that means is you can call a cargo drone. If you have someone who's a construction worker, they can call one anyway because they already have that ability, but if not, you'll need to find one of these platforms, and there is the cargo drone. You have to use this and you can hijack it. It's now in your control. The controls are very simple: up, down, sideways. It's really, all the controls in this game are very straightforward, so you can hijack it, put it down to ground level, then come out of the cargo drone by pressing 0, get it back on the cargo drone, re-hijack it, and then you can ride the cargo drone, which we are now doing, and it can be very, very useful. It's fun actually. You can travel all the way around London on this. You can also use this, which you often need to get somewhere high up if you can't either find a way to access a roof or a higher spot. Sometimes the only way is to use a cargo drone to get high up. Sometimes you won't want to because it depends on the security at a different place. You may not wish to use one because enemy drones can attack you while you're doing it, but it's always a good option to have if you need it. And there's usually a cargo drone platform somewhere around, and you can literally use this to go anywhere you want. You could go right across London in this theoretically. It's useful to find, there's lots of, back to the map, these things which I showed you before, these small green diamonds, they're tech points, and that's where you can pick up tech. When you pick up tech, you can use that to upgrade or buy new tech. There's all the tech trees and the things you can buy. Most of them you can upgrade more than once. So you can see that one I've upgraded 3 times, that one I haven't got at all, but I can upgrade it 3 times. And a lot of the tech is high up. Some of it's in very awkward places. That one may not be, so we'll just see where that is. And there you can see, there it is. So you can see the little tech point. We're on the drone. So if you wanted to get that, and the only way to get that would basically be to use this. Again, you press 0 to come out of hijacking the drone. You jump off the drone, pick up the tech point. There we've got 10 tech points. Get back on the drone, re-hijack it to control it, and then you're off again. And that can be very, very useful if you want tech points. Also, the money in this game is called ETO or ETO. Often these places, and let me see if I can find one. It's a symbol that looks like that. So those symbols there, that's ETO, that's money. And often these ones aren't, but often they're high up as well. Sometimes they could be on ground level, they can be in bushes, they can be behind walls, but they can be high up on roofs, they can be anywhere. And again, sometimes that's useful to get those. You have to, with those, because there's quite a lot, you can hack ATMs, you can hack things you find at ground level, you can hack lots of different things. And so you may not want to waste time flying around just to grab some money off a roof. or something high up, but you can. There's nothing wrong with it. And one of the things I like about this game is that you can kind of take your time to do what you want. So, you know, you may have a day when you don't want to run around doing a mission, and you can literally hijack. It's just you can hijack a camera on that roof. We don't need to, but you could. So yeah, you may wish to just go around collecting tech, which sometimes you may want quite badly, or you may want to just fly around collecting money, or just fly around. So there you go, you can fly around anywhere you want. If you wanted to, you can land on any building you wish to land on. It's completely up to you. Obviously, if you land on something that's too high, you'd only be able to get down if there's a way to get down, or if you jump. And jumping from a very high building, you can die. So be aware of that. But apart from that, you could literally land this anywhere. Usually, it's better if you're gonna. You can just come out of it and go into a different mission if I wanted to. Now I could just swap to another operative or go to a fast travel point without leaving the drone. You can just leave it mid-air and it presumably lands itself. We won't think about that. It's probably dangerous, but so you could just leave it if you wanted to. If you actually are going to land it, I always think it's better just in case to land it somewhere slightly out of the way, because if you land it in the middle of where there's a security presence, sometimes they get alerted and it can cause a problem. So let's just land it here and we'll come out of that. And actually we won't land it here. We'll land it here, we'll just come out of that. No, we won't. We've changed our mind. And the reason we've changed our mind is we've landed in a red zone. So we don't want to land in a... Be careful where you're landing, like I said. Don't land in a red zone, because that's where the enemies are. And although we probably have been completely fine fighting our way out, that's not the purpose of this video. There you can see all the things going on. There's a security guy and he's roughing up somebody, and again, that's another thing you'll encounter often in this game. Sometimes there'll be numerous incidents in the same place. Sometimes we're being detected, which means the security drones are looking for us, so it's best to land. We're not really doing anything, so there's no point in taking any risks and being chased down. If you see people, there you go, so it's the security drone after us, so we'll just run away. If you see people being victimised, again, same as picking up tech points and everything else in this game that's not a mission, you may want to help somebody. We could help that person who's being going to be sent to prison. It's going to say, let's show you, heading to Albion Station to be incarcerated. So we could help them or not. Again, it's a thing you can do almost in your free time. You can decide to just do a mission of going out and helping people, and you'll find lots of them in that situation. Again, of course, if you do that, sometimes it can mean that, you know, there's only one guard there, but it can mean that they call reinforcements. You can be chased. Anything can happen out of that, so be aware. That guy's actually a harasser of one of our operatives, so I'm not going to help them. They can suffer. We don't care about them. But yeah, there's many options. So let's show you another thing while we're here. So we can enter somebody's car, and we can just take their car and drive off. And now we're driving somebody's car, and it's our car. Yay! We could have picked a nicer car, actually. Some very nice cars in this game. Driving, and as you can see, I'm not paying attention, and I'm rubbish at driving anyway. But driving is very simple. If I can do it, anyone can do it. It's quite funny because all the other cars actually abide very well to the roads. They go at a very decent speed. They stick to the speed limits. They stop at crossings. If you do something like this, they will actually, you can see, they actually try and stop. They don't just run into you. Some of the pedestrians are a bit, you can see they make a bit of a meal out of it. But yeah, you can. It's very much actually like driving around London, because you have the normal obstacles. Cars will behave as you expect them to. They'll stop. They'll go at normal speed. If you want to bomb it or go very quickly to somewhere. You'll have to overtake cars, which is quite fun actually, going very fast and try not to collide with things that are oncoming. But yeah, you can just drive where you want. Don't drive like this. Pay attention to the road. There you go. And you can see the cars in front will be abiding by the speed limit, and when they stop at red lights, which they will if they come up, or if they stop at a crossing, or they stop to let other cars come out of a junction, you'll have to decide whether you want to stop or go around them. So let's just do that just to show you. So yeah, we can speed round these people into that road there. Not very well, but never mind. And then whenever you want, you can just stop and you can get out and you can leave the car. It's quite funny actually, because if you leave the car there and someone else comes along, they'll sit behind it beeping for a long time. So that's actually quite funny, because that's kind of what exactly would happen, and they get annoyed. And then you can just go off and you can go and hijack another car anywhere you wish. Like I said, these are a huge array of cars. You can hijack an ambulance if you want, which is quite good. There's quite a lot of missions where you can take a motorcycle. I always take motorcycles if I can, because I find already I can do a much better speed in this without crashing. But anyway, you get the general idea. And it's a lot of fun. I think that's one of the things I like a lot about this game, is you have lots of options to do things. Travelling, you can travel by river. I've already done that in a different video. By boat, you can travel by cargo drawing, which is akin to flying, but it's even more fun because you get to see the whole open area of London, and you can land anywhere. You haven't got to wait for a place to land, like an airstrip. And you can drive any car, motorcycle that you find, whether it's parked or you can just take over somebody's car. And you can go around picking up tech, hacking to get money, rescuing people that are being victimised, and you can just do things. You go on pubs and get drunk, like I've shown you before. So that's one of the really good things about this game. If you're not in the mood, or you just want to live in the game, there's lots of options to just do stuff and just wander around doing things without actually there's another person being victimised. They're pretty brutal in this game. I mean, that guy doesn't have the latest choreography, he's not done anything. And that guy's not being very nice. In fact, sometimes you'll find that security forces will line people up on a road against a wall, and for no reason they'll just shoot one of them in the back. So it can be pretty intense. But we won't help them now, because again, that's not what this mission's about, this video. I've shown you a few things. I've shown you driving, I've shown you cargo drones, picking up a tech point from a cargo drone. That will cover what I'm going to show you in this mission, and I'll do one more video probably just showing you a few other things, and that will cover things you would be good to know. See, this is happening everywhere. These people being victimised. She's going to run away, that guy's possibly going to shoot her. Sometimes you need to get out of the way because they might shoot you by mistake. And like I said, you go around, you see all sorts of things happening, and you get involved, don't get involved, drive someone's car, don't drive someone's car, walk, fly, whatever. And he's beating the hell out of her with his gun. Yeah, anyway, that's all for this video. There'll be part 2 at a later point, when I'll show you how to intervene if someone's getting beaten up, possibly, because that's a bit brutal. And I'll show you a few other things that I've picked up just by playing, just random things. It's helpful to know when you start. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day. Take care. Bye.